2024 ACC Indoor Track and Field Championships. Now we segue to the men's 800-meter prelims. 8 advance to Saturday's final. Here come the competitors in this first heat. See Ereng of Virginia with that record all the way back in '89, 35 years ago, 144.84. So top finisher in each heat, plus the next 2 best times. We have 6 heats in the men's 800 prelims. Norm will start with heat number 1, and we'll center on Christian Jackson out of Virginia Tech.
And that's him right there. He'll be wearing hip number 1. His seasonal best and his personal best, 147.51. That used to win an NCAA meet indoors. Now he makes him a contender in the ACC, but no clear-cut favorite. This, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to get in that he's just outside, Norm, that NCAA cutoff. Right now,
Yep.
I have him as 18th. And the time is 147.44. Jason Gomez of Iowa State is right now on that bubble line. It's at a 147.44 is that time. He's at 147.51.
And you occasionally will see someone try and get the time in the prelims, but you know, it's difficult if you're the only really fast guy in the heat to do that. So usually they hope for a fast final, but that doesn't always come about either. So it's tough on that last weekend to get times in. Good note, Coach Ben Thomas of Virginia Tech is back at Blacksburg, his school of 17 years before he went out to Oregon for a little while. And he's really built the Virginia Tech middle distance program into one of the league's best. Jackson laying back early. Let's see if we got a fast early pace. And the 200 split, 26.18. That's reasonably fast. You know, that probably bring him through in about 53 mid.
Ludwig, Aryeh, and Tillman from Clemson. Wake Forest and Clemson in third with Tillman. Ludwig still out in front. He's from Portugal. He is leading right now.
Clemson has always been a strong 800-meter school, not necessarily in Virginia Tech's neighborhood, but they have a track with high banks similar to this, and they work out it all the time, and their coach has been a specialist. 54.1 at 400. That, of course, would be 148.2 if they came back at the same exact tempo. Not always done. But look who's back in the lead. It's your favorite, Christian Jackson, the sophomore from Virginia Tech, in second from Wake Forest.
It's Aryeh.
Yep.
Here's that bell lap here for Jackson. He made that move right at the pole.
122 at 600.
Jackson, Aryeh, and Tillman for the outside. Kane as well from Duke, surging forward in third.
Germany looking to raise some Kane here.
Here comes Kane. That outside, can he catch Jackson? It's going to be Kane and Jackson, but Jackson's going to hang on for the Hokies.
Great run for Jackson. A PR for Kane. It's his first 800 he's run this indoor season, and his old PR was 152.09. So that 150.42 is a second-and-a-half PR for Kane.
Very impressive. Christian Jackson, yet again, I mentioned, made that move right at the pole early on after the first and the initial 200, and Jackson led those final 3 lengths.
Yeah, that was a beautifully run race for Jackson. He gets an auto qualifier without overextending himself. He held back a little bit early, and that gave him the confidence to really move well on the last lap. His last lap was 27.92. By the way, Wake Forest, Dylan
Aryeh,
yes, runs 150.67, so he's just 3/10 back of Kane. So 3 guys at 150 in heat number 1.
Yeah, good PB for Wake Forest and John Hayes' unit. Here's Nicholas Plant in heat number 2. The Virginia Tech 5th best time at 148.21. That was run, Norm, at the Music City Challenge.
More importantly, he was the 2023 ACC champ. Outdoors.
Yes, Tarees RHODEN won this indoor side. Okay, heat number 2. Top finisher automatically qualifying into tomorrow's final. RHODEN, by the way, who won for Clemson last year, 146.61. Just keep that in the back of your mind as we go into Championship Saturday. Miles Crick of Clemson also in this heat with Zach Hughes, a senior from North Carolina State. This Crick, who is out in front here for the Tigers. Followed by Nicholas Plant-Bellamy for Virginia right now. Closing in at around third. Virginia Tech's Nicholas Plant is in second, right behind Crick.
Zach Hughes getting a little elbow back from Plant.
So on a big DMR team, Hughes for North Carolina State back in 2022.
And now Hughes trying to stay as close as possible to Crick. 53.67 at 400. That is faster than the heat we just saw.
See if Hughes makes a move here on this turn. Still Crick out in front here for Clemson.
Michael Spragley of North Carolina might make a move as well. Plant, though, moves to the outside, making it harder for Crick for Spragley to get by him. Now Virginia Tech, Plant into the lead. I always feel a guy who's won an ACC title carries that extra bit of confidence with him, but here comes Spragley.
Yeah, Spragley's on that outside contending for second.
Plant's accelerated away in the last 100 meters. Now sporting an 8-meter lead. He's gonna win this second section. How fast will it be? Well, it'll be sub 150 for sure. It'll be sub 149. Plant, really fine heat win for him.
A really good last 200 for Nicholas Plant. 148.99. How about Spragley coming from fourth, finishing in second in the heat? 151.47. But it's all Nicholas Plant in this heat.
Yeah, and with 3 runners in at 150 in heat number 1, this might be one of those heats that only qualifies the winner.
Can you get your top finisher in each heat plus the next 2 best times? 2 heats are in the books. Plant, Spragley, and then Owen Pett, Boston College at 151.56.
Right.
So we'll leapfrog into heat number 3. Jack Ballack, we talked about him throughout the championships, donning that Wake Forest uniform, 4th in the 800 last year, Norm.
Yep, and the bubble time is now 150.67.
Starting in lane number 1. Also, they have Alex Thomas for Georgia Tech in lane number 2. Heath for Virginia in lane number 3. We've seen Jake Renfree at the ACCs as well, and other events for Notre Dame in lane number 4.
Alex Thomas of Georgia Tech. He's only run 153.33 this year, but he has a PR of 149.67. So you can't sleep on him.
Regnier has the lead right now, Norm for North Carolina, followed by DeCambry.
DeCambry, one of the many Virginia Tech half-milers that are thriving under Coach Ben Thomas. Regnier still leading.
Alex in 4th.
DeCambry in 2nd.
Alex Thomas hanging in 3rd right now.
And Jack Ballack right in the middle of them in 3rd place.
Regnier still out in front here for UNC.
Regnier has run 151.00. Here comes Ballack of Wake Forest into the lead. Again, he has the top time in this heat, coming in 148.30.
Regnier still out in front, though. Let's see if Ballack gets it here, closing it at the pole. Here for this bell lap, and it is Ballack. There was a little bit of bump. Regnier nearly fell, but Ballack hangs on, and he does take the lead. Virginia Tech's DeCambry is in 2nd.
Ballack stayed on his feet, but the break of momentum is costly. DeCambry still having not gotten around, though, of Regnier.
That bubble time at 150.67. Oh, it's early, this is just heat 3, but here is Ballack contending with Regnier.
Ballack needs to run hard through the tape.
Leith also hanging on, and it is Ballack for Wake Forest, 149.63. Regnier will be in 2nd at 149.80.
Well, the bubble just got faster.
We'll have to take a look at this and see if there's a protest, because there was quite a little bump right here with Ballack and Regnier. Take a look, Norm.
Yeah, I'm looking. I remember it
Right
happening.
there.
Yeah, Ballack definitely cutting in on his space. I'm not sure if that's enough for a foul. Generally, indoors is a little rough, but they'll examine it later. They're going to continue running these heats, and if the coach, decides to protest it, then he'll submit a $100 to the committee, and they'll go back and look at it on tape. And sometimes you get the call, and sometimes you don't. But I wouldn't say that was flagrant. I think that was kind of in the normal sphere of contact.
All right, just keep that in the back of your mind with Ballack and Regnier. Let's go to heat number 4 now. And Tarees RHODEN is our defending champ.
He is, and it was his breakthrough race. He's been at the front of ACC 800s for most of his career. He's a senior now. But until last year at this meet, he would always fade. Like, he'd go out so hard and he couldn't hang all the way. So he finally went out hard and he went the whole way, which is the breakthrough you're always looking for. And here comes RHODEN right now.
Ryan Wilson also running a nice time at 146.61 with his PB in the 800s.
And you can see RHODEN will clearly be in the lead. This is his normal style.
REINHEIMER is in second right now, Norm, for Boston College. Eddie Kelly is coming up as well into third. It's RHODEN.
RHODEN can run an awfully fast 400 as well, one of his strengths. He was 25.7 at 200, not particularly fast, certainly within his range. Coming up on halfway right now in about 52 seconds.
It's 400 here.
He has a chance to perhaps come away with the fastest time with that kind of split at 400.
52.68 there, RHODEN out in front.
That is a look,
UNC's REINHEIMER.
that is the look of a comfortable runner for somebody who went out in 52. We'll look for any telltale signs of fatigue. Right now, he looks smooth. And his teammate in third, trying to get around Regnier.
It is RHODEN still out in front.
RHODEN down the backstretch. He's coming up on 100 meters to go at 133. If he closes in just 15, he'll run 148. He looks back. That's not a good sign. I guess he just needs the auto cue. He's not going to PR. Yeah, he's smiling. He's just running for that auto cue, maybe hoping his teammate can get in here.
It is all RHODEN, the defending champ, in this heat at 149.15. Fastest time to date right now, 149.14 officially.
It shows the
REINHEIMER in second at 149.14.
There's all his Clemson teammates watching him on. As he looks back, you can tell he's
smiling
become a mature athlete, though. He can go out fast and hold on and not panic. Regnier trying his best to get up there, and he ran well. Regnier broke 150. The bubble is now down in the 149 range. So pretty impressive.
RHODEN, our defending champ, is back into tomorrow's 800 final.
149.80 is the current bubble, which Regnier just ran, but we've got some excellent runners still to come. Look at this one, Conor Murphy, the fastest of all the entrants here in heat number 5. He's run 146.95. You heard that right, 146.95. And you know what? That makes Murphy one of the very best in the country. He is number 8 in the U.S.
Oskars BAMBALS also will have to contend with the senior out of Miami. Ran a 147.79 for his PB in this event. Also, Drometer of Duke is a senior as well. He's right on cue on the inside. BAMBALS is out in front for Miami to take the lead here from the outset.
We've seen Virginia runners in the mile and the DMR, and I guess even the 5K, are really smart technical races. Murphy looks like he's doing the same. Well coached by Vin Lanana. And he's also dangerous in that he has plenty of experience now. Junior from the Cavaliers. When will he wait to take the move? We're hitting the halfway point right here. About 53 seconds.
Bloodworth is in fourth for Georgia Tech, by the way. BAMBALS still hanging on. Conor Murphy is in second. This one running a little bit faster than the last heat, Norm?
It's about the same.
About the same.
About the same.
Okay. Here's Murphy making that move.
I can think only of Murphy thinking, I'm just going to get the auto cue and save my legs for Saturday.
BAMBALS coming into this bell lap. Duke's Drometer is in third right now. Here comes the move for Conor Murphy that we're expecting on this near bank. And it's Murphy who takes his first lead.
Murphy just trying to control the race from the front now. He's probably got another gear if he needs it, so I think he's going to just chill here and take the auto cue. Meanwhile, Miami's going to try and make the pass. Bamble knows he probably has to win this. 1:49.26 is the winning time for Murphy. He's run 3 seconds faster, so that's a fairly easy effort.
Does BAMBALS get in here at 1:49.64? We'll have to see who finished second in the heat. Here's Murphy again taking the lead, Norm.
Yep, waiting for just the right time. Again, trying to stay as fresh as possible for tomorrow's final. Tomorrow's final could be fast. He might want to run really fast tomorrow if he sees results from around the country tonight and sees that number 8 position slip, say, to number 11, you know. Then there's other finals and other conferences, and you just can never be sure. He certainly is somebody that should be in the NCAA final based on his regular season to this point.
So Murphy's in there, and now we go to heat number 6. Just keep in mind that bubble time right now at 1:49.64. Rynard SWANEPOEL, second place, the 800 outdoor at last year's ACCs. Is one to focus in on out of Wake Forest.
He's had a very solid, consistent career for the Demon Deacons.
1:48.36 is his PB. Let's see how he does here. Again, 1:49.64. It's that bubble time. SWANEPOEL's right on that inside. Josh Jones running right on the rail with Ryan Farrell and Azan Dawson of Virginia Tech. It is Miami. It is out in front with Josh Jones.
Josh Jones has a lifetime best of 150.78. He's only run 152.99 this season. 26.2 at the 200 as they head into the second turn of the second lap. And SWANEPOEL now moving up a little bit, not quite in the third yet, but on the outside he's in better position.
And watch out for Farrell as well from Louisville out of Cheshire, Connecticut. 1:49.67 at the Mayo Invitational this year, and right on cue, he does take the lead. That's Farrell for the Cardinals.
Mayo Invitational time is on an oversized track, a little bit easier to run on the bigger tracks.
Not a good distinction.
But Louisville is in the lead right now. I think SWANEPOEL's very confident, very at ease. He's just going for the auto cue like Murphy in the heat before. I think he's also thinking, I got to run really fast on Saturday. It's not going to happen in the heats. 1 to go.
And that final 200. Let's see when SWANEPOEL makes his move here.
Your top two both in the 122 range at 6. SWANEPOEL now, very much like Murphy.
Takes the lead on the backstretch here, Norm, over Farrell.
And now into second goes Dawson of Virginia Tech. But here comes Cohen of
Here's
Virginia.
Cohen for Virginia.
Cohen.
Can he catch him? Gets
Almost.
Cohen. Let's see.
Almost.
Shane Cohen made this a race at the finish line. I think SWANEPOEL did hold on, though, at 1:50.20.
And it's a good thing he did, because that time would not have been fast enough if he was second. So now we're going to look back to the end of the last lap here. Taking the lead for the very first time. He's been in control the whole way. But what he didn't expect was the Virginia Cohen, the Cavalier, just so narrowly missing the win. Unfortunately, that won't be good enough for him.
And Cohen does not get in,
No.
despite that effort at the end at 1:50.22. So SWANEPOEL is in to the 800 final tomorrow. We will have the qualifiers later, but let's get right to the women. Here's